I can't believe it. I never thought I'd see another human face uncorrupted. I hid when I heard your voice, but you don't look like the lunatics here. I'm Mikas, a craftsman from Hunter's Edge, a village some miles to the east of here. Orcs raided our town and sold us to the goblins. Yeah, you heard me right. Necromancers. My family, my friends, they were all turned into undead slaves by those most deviant of sorcerers and forced to... Because of the tenebrium, of course. That stuff will give you rot right quickly. And after that, rot will kill you right... So that's what they do, the vile maniacs. They procure people, slaughter them, and wrench their souls back from the shores of death to mine the days away. I don't even know why they do it. Tenebrium. It blights all that it touches. The worst. I can't imagine a crueler death. They say some genius up in Silverglen first hired the goblins to clear away tenebrium when his miners started to fall ill. Them nasty critters are immune to its contagion, they said. What nonsense. The goblins aren't immune at all. They just wanted to take possession of the mine. Their chief, a sickening brute called Sadakandra. Then, away from prying eyes, the Immaculates moved in, and the undead horror began. Those fools of goblins don't even realise they're no more than cogs in the Immaculate machine. Why, I've even seen a number of them held as prisoners just a corridor away. Soon they'll... You make it sound like a carnival dropped by. Carnage, more like. Mayhem and death. That's what the orcs spread. To think we thought ourselves lucky they didn't eat us all on the spot, but rounded us up to be sold by the seven I don't know. Never have I seen anything like them. They're creatures dressed in knight's armour that's black as coal. The very ground trembles when they approach, and they're... To even think about them is to struggle with almost... What about them? I'm afraid I've been navigating these mine shafts rather like a fish out of water. All I can do is advise you to leave. The necromancers weave powerful magic, and as I fled, I nearly ran into one of the Hell Lords. Had it seen me, had I met its eyes, I know I'd have... Only darkness awaits you here. The dark and... Indeed. Bunch of loons. I haven't the foggiest what their plans are, but it has nothing to do with mining for silver, and that's a goddamn certainty. Them and their goddess-lording ways seem to have taken hold in Silverglen. But curse their ignorance and curse their gullibility. Immaculate's the real ones. As will I. It's just that I'm torn. Should I hang low right here just a little bit longer, or should I...
I say run. Why sit and wait for death?
I concur. Run while you can.
Yeah, you're right. Better make a dash for it while I've still got a chance. But wait a moment. Who's that you've got with you? Madora, is that you? Found another group of dupes to betray, have you? But can it really be you? Something's different.
You've recognized her rightly. That's Madora.
The one and only.
Ah, so it is you chicken-livered craven. Rolled out the map for the orcs in Hunter's Edge and come to do the same for the Hell Lords here, is that it? And your face. Looks like one of the townsfolk sliced you up before you managed to sell them to Grutilda, eh? Well, to hell with you. In any case...
I knew that man, comrade. A fine fella, Mikas. It gladdens me more than you can imagine to see he escaped Hunter's Edge, even if he's found himself in other straits out. Well, it started like any other day, comrade. I told you before, and this much was true, there hadn't been a peep from the Phantom Forest in nearly a century. And save for the occasional drunken... I was on patrol one sunny afternoon when I stumbled upon a pair of scrawny orcs building a fire. Bellowed at them to get... But they went for their sword. What I did find was a deep red, apple-sized gemstone in one of their pockets. It was warm in my hand. You and I both know that now, but then my senses were dulled by years of peace. I'd grown soft. Their kind never did take a shine into such finery, so I assumed it had been stolen for its trading value. All was peaceful back at the village. All was quiet. If only night had only just begun to fall when they surrounded us. It could only have been a few dozen, but they swarmed like hundreds. Those of us who resisted were immediately cut down. I watched the blood of innocent villagers spill into the streets. I saw their bodies hit the ground. People it was my job to protect, comrade. I made myself promise that night, comrade. Never again would I let another sign of Source pass me by unnoticed. Never again would I fail in my sworn duty. It's a promise I intend to keep. Let's discuss it another time, comrade. It ain't easy for an old bear like me to greet these ghosts. For now, maybe we ought to soldier forward. Plenty to be done around these parts, eh? Ready to advance, ready to defend.